You know what, bruh? I felt like I did 8 years of jail time, man, and I'm still doing time. You know what I'm saying? But I got a feeling this year that I'm gonna get out of this shit, man. You feel what I'm saying? You know, I got a feeling that I'm gonna make it. But I feel like I've been in the prison, man. I ain't had no woman, no consistent girlfriend in 10 years. Oh, I mean, in 8 years, I mean. Hold on 1 second, let me get some water. I felt like I've been in prison for the last like 8 years, cause I ain't had a normal life like everybody else, man. That's why I say my parents, they didn't give a damn about me, man, cause they would have gave me a head start in life. But they didn't, cause they didn't give a rat's ass about me. You feel what I'm saying? You know, they wanted me to suffer like they did. And I have been suffering, man. You know, the show must go on, though. Even though I suffered for 8 years, I went through a lot of pain, a lot of discomfort. I mean, discomfort. I mean, I went through all of that, man. It's crazy out here in these streets. This is gonna be a short video. It won't be very long. It'll be around 15 minutes. About 15 minutes. I went through a lot, and right now I wish I had a girlfriend. But I gotta take care of business first, man. Hell, you know, college students, they went without a girlfriend for 4 or 5 years before they got their, got their major. Before they crossed the finish line with their schooling, they went without a girlfriend. And then when they got out of school, they got that good job, then they got a girlfriend. So some motherfuckers was fortunate to have a girlfriend during college, you know? But at some time, you know, or at some point, you have to turn around and tackle the big mess that your parents left behind, man. They left me a big, huge mess to clean up, man. None of them cared about the bag. None of them cared about it. I went through 8 years of jail time, man, and this year we getting out. We getting out this motherfucker. I'm getting tired of all the lonely nights, man. I'm getting tired of being by myself. Jerking off the porn every other night. Watching ass walk by and I can't even have none of it. Today I saw an Indian girl who had thick ass legs. I'm like, damn. and she had a thick ass on. I was like, God damn, that shit was thick. Man, I almost went in the bathroom and jerked off after I saw that. I was like, God damn, that's what I'm talking about. A nice thick ass like that. I'll be hitting it from doggy style all night long. I'll be holding that ass in my hands all night long, bro. Even when I'm not hitting it, I just be holding that ass. You see what I'm saying? My life is in hell, bro. I made all the wrong moves. I made all the wrong decisions that ended me up here. And I wish I could go back at the time, man, and change things. I'm so young and stupid. I didn't take my career in music or my future career in music seriously. Too busy at bars and clubs, hanging out and chasing bitches all the time, man. I wasted a lot of time, bro, in my 20s, bro. Even though I did try to become successful with the music, but I wasted too much time, man. I was going to bars and clubs every weekend, bro. I was a party animal. At one point, I gained all kinds of weight because I was always going to bars and clubs, bro. I was always partying, bro. Even when I started partying more when me and my girl moved in together, man. Boy, I was at the bars and clubs, hitting on bitches, trying to get with bitches. And I didn't get a whole lot into the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? When, like, I had I was obsessed with women, man, at one point. At one point, I was obsessed with women. I wanted to be with women at bars and clubs. I was always pushing up on a female, always trying to get a number, having sex with these women behind my girlfriend's back, taking them to hotels. You know what I'm saying? Being home before 6 in the morning, pretending like I've been playing Call of Duty all night long, but really I was somewhere fucking another woman. I was a party animal, bro. I was like, where the party at? Where the party at? I love the party, man, when I was in my 20s. And I regret all that partying, bro. Supposed to have been stuck with my shit. I supposed to have been stuck on my shit, bro. I should have been focused on my shit. Now I can't go back. Now I'm paying a high price for the sins and the crimes I committed, man. All the pussy worshiping I was doing in my 20s. All that shit, bro. Now it's too late. Now it's way too late. Can't go back. You can't turn back the hands of time. All you do is learn from it and keep it moving. Tired of being poor, man. I'm tired of going years without a girlfriend. I'm tired of it. Boy, it's gonna be so nice to get a girlfriend again, bro, or even just to have sex on the regular again. It's gonna feel nice. It sure gonna feel nice. Be able to have a girlfriend with you, bruh. With a woman with you. And I went through a lot of pain and suffering. Even if I do, hit another jackpot, I'm gonna remember, like, goddamn, I went through a lot of pain and suffering to get this. A lot of lonely nights. But then you're like, damn, yeah, it must be done though. It has to be done, because if you don't do it, it's gonna be another 8 years of suffering in jail time. You better get it done. You ain't got no time to lose. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't got no time to lose out here in the streets, bro. Look at you. You ain't had a woman in 8 years. When you was out there searching for sex, when you was Gym Max, you had nibbles of sex. I was getting nibbles. Don't get me wrong, I was getting something, but I was getting nibbles of sex. It wasn't like I was like busting nuts with different women every single goddamn, every single goddamn night or every single goddamn week. You feel what I'm saying? What's up with it, Sean Breezy? I should never had did none of that shit, bro. I should have just stuck to my game plan, which was stick to music, get a hit, and my life would have been not here. I wouldn't be here, bro. I wouldn't be here. And now I'm dealing with this shit, man, every single goddamn day. By yourself. Ain't got a woman out here. That's another thing, bro. I'm gonna get a woman, but before I get a woman, I'm going straight to the dentist. I'm gonna get my teeth fixed. Before I start dating and shit like that, I'm gonna drop about 10 racks on my grill. I'm gonna get them pearly white, all capped out, no sharp fang teeth. We're gonna be all capped out. I'm gonna dress nice. I'm gonna be at low percentage body fat. I'm gonna have my bank account on swole. Buy me a brand new Porsche, and I'm gonna go out dating, bro. I'm gonna live life, bro. Once I get the bag, man, I'm gonna go back to my normal life where I was. But it has always been my dream to become rich and powerful. It has always been my dream. I went through this like when I was going through the shit for my music equipment. When I was back in 2006, is when I started getting serious about the music. I went through 6 months without any sexual contact or any intimacy. I went through 6 months of that. I remember I was so focused on getting all my music equipment. You feel what I'm saying? I was so focused, and I got it. I got all my music equipment, bro. It took me what? No, it took me less than 6 months, man. I had 2 jobs. I wasn't paying rent. Remember, I was squatting. You know what I'm saying? Because the management, the property management didn't know I lived in that tiny apartment upstairs. Cause they was new. You know what I'm saying? And it took them a year to figure out I was up there. But I've been up there doing music and making tracks and making beats up there and everything. You know what I'm saying? But it took me like 3 or 4 months to get all that music equipment together. And at that time, I wasn't involved with women. I was just focused on my shit. Because it had to be done, man. It had to be done. Now I regret it, man. And I paid for the mistakes, man. 8 years of solitude, I paid for that shit, bro. And if I don't get the bag, I'm gonna be trapped in this living nightmare for the rest of my life. That's it. I'm gonna be trapped. And before I end this video, because it's past 15 minutes, this is supposed to be on a short video. Before I end this video, I don't think I'm gonna live to be very old, man. I've been homeless and alone for too long. I don't think I'll make it to 50. I don't think so. Or maybe I might make it to 50, but I'm definitely not gonna make it to 60, bro. I had a hard life. My life was too hard and severe. All right. You know what I'm saying? And then you got women who like you, but they got boyfriends. I'm like, damn, every single woman out here got a boyfriend. That's so many goddamn dudes to compete with. I believe it because there's a lot of men out here, bro. And they're all competing, man, for a small pool of women, bro. Ow, my lower back. You know what I'm saying? They're all competing for a small group of women. No wonder these women that are average walking around like that shit don't stink. They got it made out here, bro. They got their pick of the litter. That's why I haven't had a woman. Look at all these techies walking around here, man. Driving around here in fancy cars and shit. So you wonder why you struggling? Look around you, man. There's dudes with their shit together all around you. That's why you struggling. That's what I tell myself all the time. That's why you struggling, bro. You got motherfuckers with their shit together all around you, man. There's so many motherfuckers with muscle cars out here, man. Every time I look up, there's a motherfucker in a Challenger or a Mustang or a Corvette or a Thunderbird. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers competing out here, bro. They serious. They serious about getting pussy out here, bro. These niggas is competing at a high level. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get the bag before I die. I'm gonna try to do that. You know what I'm saying? I wanna travel, man, too. The first thing I'm gonna do when I get the bag, I'm gonna start traveling. And then I'll come back and figure out what I'm gonna do with the rest of the money. Wait. Ooh. Gotta stretch that back out. Alright, so I'm gonna end this live, man. You guys have a good day. I'll be back on later. I'll probably make a part 2 or something. Alright, peace. I'm out, man.